after a long wait, Dogman finally hit theaters. Despite being a great movie, a really good one, some questions came up, and a few things were left open. But don't worry, because today I'm going to explain the ending of Dogman. So come closer, because today's video is top tier. Let's go! Welcome to Cine Lovers! The first thing to talk about is that the movie is inspired by several Dogman books, not just the first one. So, many things that happened and were left open are actually explained in the books. But if you haven't read all the books, or if you haven't read any, you're going to understand everything much better here. First, let's talk about Grandpa. Grandpa is Petey's father. Man, this guy is so shady. He literally stole Lil Pete and Petey. He is the definition of evil. There's no fixing him. The movie makes it clear that some people are just bad, and that's it. Lil Pete even tries to help and make Grandpa get along with his dad, and his dad with Grandpa, but it doesn't work. When we think it might, he actually escapes with a truck, stealing everything from the house. He goes years without seeing Petey, and when he comes back, he still complains, walks into the guy's house, robs everything, and leaves. The guy literally showed up just to do that and vanished. And there's a theory, this isn't mentioned in the movie, but in the books, about Petey's flattened tail. Apparently, it was Grandpa himself who did that. Some messed up stuff happened, and he left Petey's tail all crooked. Well, everyone really wanted Lil Pete to stay with Dogman, right? But later, he made up with Petey, so now Petey is with his son, Lil Petey. We didn't want him to leave, but now it's shared custody. Petey gets to stay with Lil Pete during the week, and on weekends, he stays with Dogman. So, it seems like Petey is way more chill than he was at the start of the movie. Before, he and Dogman were arch enemies. They couldn't even stand each other. And there are moments in the movie when they even save each other. But at the end of the movie, Petey makes it clear that he's not a good guy. He gets really mad when people think he is. He doesn't like it. It's offensive to him. But at least he cools down a bit and can now get along with other people. He was also cleared of all charges because, in the end, he was actually the big hero. He was the one who sacrificed himself. He was going to sacrifice himself to save people, falling into the volcano. He had also been kidnapped by Flippy. So, Petey was absolved and didn't go to jail. The chief was dying to lock him up, though. He got arrested like 15 times throughout the movie. He kept escaping, but Flippy actually did end up in prison. It seemed that way. There was only one Dogman trailer, and the trailer made it seem like Petey was going to be the villain. Flippy didn't even show up. Actually, in the trailer, he appears to be dead. Then some clips came out showing scenes where he was alive. And in the end, the real villain of the movie was Flippy. They adapted several books into one. They tell Flippy's story really quickly, like in a single take. But it was funny, even though it was fast. The guy destroys the entire city, wrecks everything, and then he gets arrested. But he also has a redemption arc. He starts having a purple aura, and later, Lil Petey talks to him and helps him chill out. And in the books, Lil Petey actually manages to make both Petey and Flippy become, well, not people, but animals, way more peaceful. And it seems like Flippy goes to jail, but they don't actually show it. They try to handcuff him, but the cuffs are too big and just fall to the ground. And that's it. They don't show anything else. And there's something weird I was thinking about. Like, in the final battle of the movie, the buildings come to life. But at the end, when they show the entire city destroyed, one of the buildings is still alive, the one that dances. So, are all the buildings still alive? That's strange because the effect was supposed to wear off. It seemed like when Flippy redeemed himself, whatever was affecting the city disappeared, but that one building is still alive. So what's up with that? If you know, comment down below. Maybe it's a plot hole, but drop your thoughts in the comments. There's also that part we've seen since the beginning. Dogman, before he was Dogman, was a police dog, and he had his partner, a cop. They were really close. And one of the saddest scenes in the movie is when Greg, now as Dogman, goes to the cop's house. But his girlfriend is already with another guy. The house is empty. There's nothing left. Then he remembers all the memories, all the good times they had. That scene was so well done. You can see several transitions. It's really well made. It was genuinely emotional. And it's cool to see Dogman's evolution, because throughout the movie, there's a little ball that says Greg, which was his name when he was just a dog. And in the end, he gets a new ball, because he lost the old one in the volcano. He threw it to save Petey and HD. The tag fell into the volcano and was gone forever. But at the end of the movie, Petey gives him a new one. And now it doesn't say Greg anymore. It says Dogman. Man, that was so cool, because even though Petey doesn't want to be a good guy, he's heading in the right direction. He's going toward the good side. Lil Petey really changed him. Actually, Lil Petey changed everyone. He even bought the undo button but later regretted it and threw it down the drain. He was going to undo Lil Petey. One thing we were really expecting was a post-credit scene, but there wasn't one. And that's weird, because there are 13 books. Even though they combined multiple books into this movie, there's still plenty of material for a sequel. It's obvious that they could make another one. And I really thought the post-credit scene would hint at something like Piggy, Daryl, or any of the other characters showing up. I was so sure it would be Piggy, but there was nothing. But I really think Dogman 2 will happen. If it does well, they could even make 5 movies, because besides having tons of books, it's a superhero story, so it can go on forever. And after Ice Age 6, literally anything is possible. Any sequel can happen. Well, Dogman is based on the Captain Underpants universe. So basically, George and Harold are the ones who write the Dogman stories. That means Dogman is kind of a fictional universe inside the Captain Underpants universe. Man, that's so cool. It's just like Itchy and Scratchy in The Simpsons. I really love when that happens, when there's a creation inside the story where a character creates another character. In this case, for us, it's a spin-off of a spin-off. And I thought maybe they would reference that, like starting the story with George and Harold writing it. But no, in the movie, they don't mention Captain Underpants at all. It's just the Dogman universe, and that's it. I haven't caught any Easter eggs about Captain Underpants so far, but there could have been something. I would have loved to see that. And now, what's really going to determine whether we get more movies is Dogman's box office, right? Because they tried Captain Underpants, now they tried Dogman. If it does well, I believe they'll expand the universe even more. And you who are a Dogman fan, you who've read all the books, are a super fan. Did you like the movie? Do you think it adapted the books well? Was it faithful to the story? Let me know in the comments. And if you don't have the books but want to get them, check the pinned comment. I'm leaving the Dogman books there so you can have them at home. It's worth it. And if you want to dive deeper into Lil Petey's story, just click on this video here, all about him, the cat who stole the show in this movie. Now, if you want a detailed analysis of what I really thought about the movie, click right here. I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one here on Cine Lovers.